Welcome back to another video. It's me, rawhoneybliss. Let's jump straight into the topic I have for you today, which is how to feel in control of your life as a creative or an artist. I do definitely identify as a creative myself, and I know that as a creative, I live life differently from people who do not consider themselves to be creatives. Now, of course, everyone is a creator. You are a creator, but as a creative, you live life differently. Your path, it's unconventional, meaning the way that you go about controlling your life may not fit according to how someone who does not identify as a creative or an artist goes about living their life path. I have here 7 different ways for you to control your life so you can feel like you have a better handle of things. I am making this in December of 2024. We are almost going into 2025. So this will be extremely helpful if you are watching this at the time that I am posting it as you go into 2025. But honestly, this will resonate anytime you come across this video. This is a timeless video. Make sure to stay for the entire video because number 5 is something that I personally resonate with so much, but honestly, all of these will be extremely helpful to your path. Make sure you let me know down below which one of these 7 really resonate with you on a core level. So let's get into number 1. The first way that you can control your life as an artist or a creative is to simplify. Simplifying your life in general will make you feel like you have a lot more control as an artist or a creative. There are limitless ways for you to simplify your life. Let me know down in the comment section if this is something that you've been thinking about lately. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, you have a YouTube channel and maybe previous to this video, you've been creating content in a way that stresses you out. Maybe you have all of these ideas that you want to get out in the form of content, and at the same time, you feel stressful about it in ways that make you not want to put out content because you are stressed out. Or maybe you feel like you're doing too much, but you don't know exactly how you're doing too much. You just know that it doesn't feel good. Although it feels good to be a creative, you have your YouTube channel. It's just the way that you're going about putting out content that feels stressful. This is where simplifying comes in. So an example of how to simplify, let's say, for example, if you do have a YouTube channel, is to simplify how you put out content. What this can look like is, let's say you like going out into nature for all of your videos, and yet sometimes you have this voice in your head saying you don't need to do this every single time. It's okay to film in your room sometimes. It's okay to film on your couch sometimes. It's okay to film in places that you wouldn't have previously thought to film. One way to simplify is to film in a way that's more relaxing, where you don't feel like you're doing so much preparation as you would be doing going out into nature, having to pack up your vehicle, make sure you have all of your right equipment with you before you head out. Just sitting on the couch and hitting record may be good for you once in a while. This is just an example. If you don't resonate with that, that's perfectly fine. But there are so many ways for you to simplify as an artist or a creative so that you can feel more in control of your life path, being that your life path is on the unconventional side. Number 2 is decluttering. Let me know down below if when your space is messy, it feels as though you cannot even think. This is something that a lot of people can resonate with, including myself. When your space is clean, it is so much easier to think about what you need to do, what you need to accomplish. When your space is clean, your life feels clean. And let's say, for example, your space is extremely messy, or maybe it's not that messy, but you have a few things laying around and you know in your mind you need to clean up, but maybe you don't have the energy for it. You can try something such as, I'm going to pick 1 or 2 things up a day and put it in their respective places. Just 1 or 2 things a day. And the next day, 1 more thing. The next day, 1 more thing. You don't have to go on this cleaning spree where you're cleaning up everything in one day. If that feels too stressful for you, just try putting one thing away every single day. Maybe throw one thing away every single day. And before you know it, your space will be as clean as you would like it to. The reason why it's important for me to mention that you can just clean one thing at a time. You don't have to go on this cleaning spree where you're cleaning up everything for it to be perfectly clean, is because I know how stressful it can feel if you feel like you have to do this big thing all at once. No, it's okay to do things in increments. This is something that I've done in my life, doing things in increments. And it has made me feel as though I do have a lot more control of my life as a creative. Number 3 is to stay connected to the divine. Now, as an artist or a creative, yes, most of you guys are extremely connected to source, being connected to source, being connected to the divine, being connected to the angelic realm, being connected to your angelic guardians, whatever you feel connected to, feeling connected to God. This is how you create. You create through your connection to the divine. Sometimes you may feel as though you're losing touch with that closeness that you feel with the divine. And this is why I say one way to feel in control of your life as an artist or a creative is to make sure that you're staying connected to source. Make sure that you're staying connected to the divine. And if you're asking me, Bliss, how do I do that? Meditation is one thing that I'm thinking of immediately, because every single time I meditate, I remember the closeness that I feel to the divine. When I meditate, I immediately get back into that space of feeling at one with source energy. Meditation is another way to feel connected to your angelic guides or the angelic realm, maybe your spirit guides. Another way to stay connected to the divine is through prayer. I know a lot of you who resonate as artists or creatives, you guys believe in prayer. You believe in the power of prayer. And when you do pray, you do instantly feel connected to source, God, the divine, because you can feel them coming through as you are praying. As you are saying these specific words, or maybe you have specific mantras that you're using to connect through prayer to the divine. And this is one amazing way to help you to stay in control of your life as an artist or a creative. Let me know down below if you resonate with knowing that you need to stay connected to source, stay connected to the divine to feel in control of things. All right, let's get into number 4, which is create a sacred space. Now, there are so many ways to create a sacred space. You can do this by maybe creating an altar for yourself that makes you feel at peace, that brings you serenity. Maybe you just create a little space for yourself that brings you harmony, that you do not consider to be an altar. Whatever creating a sacred space looks like and feels like for you, because you remember you are an artist, you're creative, and so you're going to go within, feel intuitively what this sacred space looks like, feels like for you. Let me know down in the comment section if you are someone who already has a sacred space. The reason why this is so important, creating this sacred space to feel in control of your life as an artist or creative, because this is that space that brings you peace of mind. When you are feeling stressed out, you've lost that spark, you don't know what to create, you want to come up with fresh, new ideas, and you just don't know where to start. This sacred space is going to give you the answers that you need. This sacred space is going to give you inspiration. It's going to bring you peace of mind, possibly bring you good luck. It's going to bring you all good things. This is the purpose of making sure that you have this sacred space. Before I get into number 5, go ahead and comment down below, I am in control. This is what I want you to affirm to yourself. I am in control. When you say this, no matter how out of control your life feels, affirming I am in control will instantly start making you feel in control. And as you know, as within, so without. So as you affirm, I am in control, your 3D reality is going to reflect that. And everything will come into alignment and make you feel in control. So go ahead and comment that down below. I am in control. Now, let's get into number 5. This is the one that resonates the most within me, surrendering. Surrendering is something that I find myself coming back to all the time on my life path. to help me feel as though I am in control of things. What's interesting is that to surrender in a way means to release control, right? But as I am surrendering and choosing to release control in that moment, simultaneously, I feel more in control. Let me know down below if this is making sense. You can feel more in control of your life as you release control. This is what surrendering does. When you choose to surrender, it's telling God that you're okay with feeling as though you do not have all the answers. You're okay with feeling as though you don't know what to do, and you're choosing to trust source, you're choosing to trust God. And even as I'm saying that, this reminds me of me previously mentioning prayer, because surrendering in a way can be seen as a form of prayer. When you surrender, it's as though the answers and the solutions that you need as an artist or a creative, the inspiration that you need to create comes through surrendering. If you're at a point now where you feel lost, or maybe you're lacking inspiration, or you don't feel as connected to the divine, to source, to God as you would like to, maybe you feel like you're lacking that spark within you. You don't have that motivation. This could be your sign to just surrender. One way to surrender is to just say out loud, I now surrender. I am now open to receiving the answers from source. I am now open to receiving motivation from God. I surrender. I am open to flow. I am open to ease. I am open to being guided by the universe. Just simple words that will flow out of you as you surrender, declaring that act of surrender to source. And when you do this, the answers will come to you. The next steps on your life path as an artist or a creative, those next steps will be revealed to you as you surrender. All right, let's go ahead and jump into number 6. Number 6 is be okay with knowing that you live your life differently. And I want to go back to those first 2 words, be okay. Be okay with the fact that your life may look drastically different from how your peers are living their lives, or your family or friends. As an artist or a creative, you may have felt since you came to this earth that your life path was different, that you were different. Sometimes we don't even know that we're not okay with how we're living our lives, because we can see that we're doing things differently. Maybe other people are looking at you, trying to give you advice on how you should do things, or maybe giving you their opinions on how you should be living your life. And so it can make you think that maybe you do better if you get in line a little bit with what they're saying you should be doing. But in these cases, you need to be okay with knowing that you live your life differently. If there is any uncomfortability within you on how you live your life, because you know that you live it differently, this could be your sign that you need to get to that space inside of you where you accept that you live life differently. Because when you are truly in a space of acceptance for how you live your life, what people say to you about how you live your life will not even faze you. It will literally not even faze you. It won't cause you to feel uncomfortable. It will not cause you to feel judged. You will truly be unfazed and unbothered if you get to a space where you are okay with knowing that you live your life differently. Let me know down in the comment section if this is something that you resonate with, because as an artist or creative, I know that this is something that as a collective, we've experienced maybe at least once on our life path, that feeling of, man, I really do live my life differently. And you have needed to get to that space on your own of whether or not you're going to be okay with this, because you're going to be a creative and an artist for the rest of your life. This is just who you are. This is not something that goes away. If you consider yourself to be an artist or a creative, this is who you are. And so, yes, it will serve you well to get to that space where you're okay with knowing that your life is different. It's not conventional. You do things differently. Okay, so the last one that I have for you, number 7, the 7th way for you to feel in control of your life as an artist is to focus on creating. Now, I know that focusing on creating may sound a little contradictory to some of the other things that I mentioned, such as surrendering, but it's not, because focusing on creating is something that will help you feel in control of your life when you're feeling as though nothing else is going right. Or maybe you're stressed out about exactly how to go about things. When you just focus on creating, this is putting out the signal to the universe that you're not worried about anything. You just focus on creating. Maybe you have a new painting that you're working on. Just focus on that. When you focus on creating, you're putting out the signal to the universe that you are a creator. You're putting out that strong signal that you are a creator. And picture the universe looking back at you. Let's say the universe is looking at me and saying, wow, Bliss is a creator. She's creative. She's focusing on that. So let's continue to bring her things that make her feel like a powerful creator, like a powerful creative. With this, the universe will continue blessing me with abundance in all forms. So let's say you choose to just focus on creating instead of worrying about other things that you have going on in your life, such as bills. Maybe you have children that you need to take care of, family members that you need to take care of, other responsibilities that you need to take care of. Focusing on creating does not mean that you are neglecting other responsibilities. Focusing on creating says to Source that you are choosing not to be stressed out. You are choosing to trust. This is the message you're putting out when you focus on creating. You are choosing to trust. And when you trust Source, when you trust God, when you trust the universe, solutions will come to you. Help will come to you. So focus on creating. As you focus on creating, everything else will come into alignment. Everything will come into alignment. Everything will be taken care of. So these are the 7 ways for you to feel as though you have more control over your life as an artist or a creative. Let me know down in the comment section if this was helpful. If you do want my assistance with vibrationally aligning to your intended outcomes, I am a spiritual manifestation coach, and I am here to help you transform the way you manifest your desires into the physical. I am also a professional psychic medium, so if you want me to use my psychic and spiritual insights to offer you that guidance, clarity, and direction on your life path, book a one-on-one spiritual session with me. I am also now offering aura readings, chakra readings. These are new readings that have been uploaded onto the website, so definitely check those out. Make sure you like this video, share this with at least one person, help me spread this beautiful positive energy out into the universe, and subscribe if you're not already to our beautiful, loving, thriving community. I would love to have you here. I will see you in our next video. Till next time. Mwah.